Carol brought the casserole. Neil didn't eat at office potlucks. Not because he was antisocial. Not because he was on a diet. But because he knew. He knew how people cooked at home. How they tasted with the same spoon they stirred with. How they dropped a slice of ham on the floor and said, 3-second rule. How they let their cats walk on the counter while mixing dip with bare fingers that adjusted a bra strap. How are you? So when Carol from HR entered the break room with a lukewarm crock pot and a grin, Neil's stomach clenched like a fist. I made my famous tuna mac, she announced. The lid hissed as she lifted it. A wave of sour metallic steam rolled out. Neil staggered back like he'd been slapped. The potluck line formed. Paper plates were filled. People smiled, bit down, and powered through. Neil sat in the corner, peeling his protein bar slowly, eyes darting between the dishes and the hands serving them. Forks licked clean and double-dipped. Someone used a communal spoon after scratching their scalp. Stacy coughed directly into the coleslaw. Carol plopped a mound of her tuna mac on Dale's plate. Be honest? Do you taste the mustard? I used Dijon this time. The jar had mold on the edge, but I scraped it off. Dale blinked. You what? Mold doesn't grow in the mustard, silly. Just around it. Like a rind. She laughed. Neil bit through the wrapper of his protein bar and chewed the foil rather than ask for a napkin. The tuna mac was off-white, with yellow streaks. The noodles looked mushy, like they'd been cooked, frozen, then cooked again. A pool of mayonnaise sweat had formed in the corner of the pan. Why? The top was dusted with crushed potato chips, but they'd absorbed the moisture and now had the consistency of wet cardboard. Neil stared in horror as someone found a grayish hair twisted into the pasta and still ate it, saying, Protein? Right? He couldn't breathe. Carol headed toward him with a styrofoam plate, eyes bright. You didn't get any yet. I'll get you a serving with extra tuna lumps. No, he said too fast. I'm allergic. She paused. To what? He blinked. Fish. And macaroni. Why? Carol's smile faltered. He escaped to the bathroom, locked the stall, and sat on the closed lid, shaking. From the hallway he heard laughter, chewing, the wet slap of scoops hitting plates. He dry heaved into the toilet. Nothing came up. Just the memory of a wet crunch and the thought, how many unwashed hands had stirred that pot? Later someone left him a Tupperware on his desk labeled for Neil 3.3. He threw it out, unopened. But the smell clung to him the rest of the day. Like old mayo under the fingernails.